So the Igbubu and clan leaders from all around, they all gather because they're so upset, and they all decide to confront Mr. Smith, because before, nothing like this had ever happened. The previous white missionary had been Mr. Brown, who was a compromising man, and he would talk to villagers and find out their views and kind of structure his approach around what would be considered most appropriate and acceptable. But Mr. Smith, who replaced him, was not compromising at all, and he was set in his ways. And so this led to the unmasking of an Igbubu. So the Igbubu and clan leaders confront him, and they destroy the church, and they say he and his views can stay, but the church has to go. And so, all right. Then the 6 clan leaders are asked by the district commissioner, who is the judge of the new government. They're asked to come meet with him because he wants to find out their side of the story. But when they get there, they realize that they've been tricked, and instead of talking about their side, they are handcuffed and thrown in prison, and they are like humiliated, and they're only released after the villagers were forced to pay a huge fine on their behalf. And when they get home, Okonkwo cannot sleep, and all night he just thinks about how he swears revenge. The next day they have a clan meeting, but it's interrupted when court messengers arrive, because they were gonna try to stop the meeting. And Okonkwo beheaded one of the messengers. But the rest of the clan members did not join in. They allowed the other messengers to run off. And this was the moment when Okonkwo knew that the clan wasn't going to fight together, and they weren't going to be able to survive. And then Okonkwo goes home and he hangs himself, because he didn't see any he didn't want to live in without the clan and everything he believed in. And so the district commissioner arrived to Okonkwo's house to see him, but he wasn't there, and he was asking the clan members where he was, and they showed him to where he was. And the clan members asked him to help take him down, because it was a disgrace to touch a clan member after they had hung themselves, because it was just looked down on. And so the district commissioner leaves, and he for the first time in the story, it switches over into a first person point of view, and it's the district commissioner is thinking about the book that he's going to write, called the Pacification of the Primitive Tribes of Niger, and he thinks to himself that he could maybe write one interesting paragraph, maybe even possibly a page, about Okonkwo, about this man who hung himself. And this scene showed how the different cultures, the language barriers and all these things, they didn't even know how complex the other cultures were. They just saw that it was different, and it kind of shows a clash of cultures.